Hi, the question today is, my doctor says I'm healthy and I don't need to lose weight. Is it still important to avoid deep fried foods, or is that only a consideration for people who need to lose weight? And what a great question that is. If you have concerns about your diet, please consult a registered dietitian. They possess the full qualifications to give you the best professional advice regarding your nutrition specific to your health status. However, I can give you some information about the science behind deep fried foods. Let's go take a look. Deep fat frying is historically one of the oldest cooking methods, involving the immersion of food in hot oil at temperatures of 302 to 374 degrees Fahrenheit. The interactions of heat and transfer of oil, food, and air give deep fried foods their unique flavor, crunchy texture, and color that set them apart from other foods, according to Cho and Min's 2007 study, Chemistry of Deep Fat Frying Oils. Let's take a look at what happens to the deep fried foods. Oil gives deep fried foods that special flavor, generally described as fruity, grassy, buttery, burnt, nutty, and fishy, according to Cho and Min in 2007. Different quantities and qualities of fatty acids in different oils account for the wide variety of flavors, which is one reason why oil selection is important. We will talk more about oils shortly. How does the flavor get into the fried food? The unique deep fried flavor comes from the oil being absorbed into the food. During the heat of frying, moisture inside the food violently escapes, creating microstructural defects such as cracks and channels inside the food. The moisture escapes as steam, which causes the bubbling seen in oil, as studied by Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. According to Dweck and Bouchon in 2011, and Cho and Min in 2007, the escape of water vapor creates a kind of barrier that keeps most of the oil accumulation during frying at or just below the food's surface. It is during the cooling process, after the water vapor barrier has dissipated, that more oil gets absorbed into the food's interior through those microstructural cracks and channels, as studied by Cho and Min in 2007 and Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. For example, oil uptake in tortilla chips occurs within the first 20 seconds of cooling, as observed by Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. Variables influencing the amount of oil that gets absorbed are the type of food, frying time, oil selection, moisture, and battering, breading, or coating, as studied by Cho and Min in 2007. What creates that crunchy texture? In the frying process, the volatile loss of moisture from the food marks the start of crust formation, according to Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. Crust formation is the result from altering the food structure on the outer layers through rapid dehydration, breakdown, and release of cellular material, structural damage from high heat, and starch and protein breakdown from Dweck and Bouchon's study in 2011. Different foods have different composition, and therefore, the crust varies with the food. The lovely orange-brown to golden brown color makes deep fried foods highly appealing. The coloration is due in large part to sugars and certain amino acids reacting together, causing a browning effect called the Maillard reaction, as studied by Cho and Min in 2007 and Delgado Andrade in 2014. The Maillard reaction also creates byproducts called Maillard reaction products. This is where the story on deep fat frying goes beyond that few extra fat calories. Deep fat frying changes the quality and nutritional value of food due to dynamic and complex biochemical reactions. The byproducts from deep fat frying have been linked to various health risks, including diabetes and diabetes-related complications, weight gain, neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, sarcopenia or loss of muscle mass, bone and cartilage pathologies, immune response issues, genetic disorders, and cardiovascular disease complications such as arterial stiffening and plaque buildup in arteries. Some byproducts from deep fat frying are also carcinogenic or possess carcinogenic properties like acrylamide. Potato products are especially susceptible to this acrylamide-producing reaction. French fries and chips have the highest recorded acrylamide concentrations, according to Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. Deep fried foods undergo a lot of changes and become less nutritious during the frying process. We have talked about what happens to the food, so now let's consider the role of oils, the heat transfer medium. Oil degrades from thermal stress, interacting with air, moisture, food particles, and the metal container of the fryer. In general, oxygen, heat, and light are the enemies of oils because they accelerate the degeneration of oils, which in turn affects the flavor of deep fried foods. For example, when the fatty acid linolenic acid of oils reacts with oxygen over time, it increases the fishiness flavor and decreases the more desirable fruity or nutty flavor, as studied by Cho and Min in 2007. This is when people say the oil tastes bad, has gone rancid, or is old. Flavor is also affected by the number of fryings the oil has been through. The fat molecule breaks into free fatty acids. The amount of free fatty acids is an indicator of the oil's quality and repeated use, according to Cho and Min in 2007 and Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. Other structural changes in oil causes its color to darken with repeated use, increases oil viscosity, and decreases the oil's smoke point, according to the study by Dweck and Bouchon in 2011. Del Carmen Flores Alvarez and colleagues fried fish nuggets and French fries for 12 days to study oil degradation. Their study and others confirmed that repeated usage of frying oil can also cause the formation of trans fats. Also, natural antioxidants like vitamin E and phenolic compounds present in vegetable oils get destroyed under the heat stress of deep fat frying. So to recap, during deep fat frying, both food and oil become much less nutritious due to many dynamic, complex, and variable biochemical reactions. The risks from long-term exposure are still unclear, and there's much to learn, including occupational health hazards from exposure to air particles and vapor from deep fat frying. So even though you are healthy and you don't need to lose weight, the take-home message is this. For most people, it is unrealistic to totally avoid deep fried foods as they are important to many cultures and celebrations. However, everyone should think twice before consuming deep fried foods. For more information and a complete review, please visit the website below. Thank you very much.